Hi, Steve from Wandsworth Physiotherapy and Osteopathy. Now, winter's definitely arrived recently, and many of you will now be booking skiing holidays and going off skiing over the next few months. And it can be a great holiday, lots of fun, but it can also be a great source of injury from my experience in the past. So preparation for your trip is key. Living in London, pretty much at sea level, and going off into the Alps, you're going to be at altitude where your fitness is going to be challenged, and also lower oxygen levels can decrease concentration and decrease cognition. So especially when you throw some alcohol in there, you might start making some poorer decisions, and your reaction times will be affected and your fitness will be affected. So in terms of getting fit, it would be a good idea to plan to increase your cardiovascular exercise for at least 3 or 4 weeks before your trip, if not a little bit longer. So you might plan to go out on a few more longer walks, take up a little bit of jogging or some cycling, swimming, whatever it is, 3 or 4 times a week, just to get your fitness levels up, try and get your oxygen carrying capacity up, and offset any of that fatigue that might come from being at altitude. You're also going to be out on the slopes all day potentially, so you need to increase the strength in your legs and your core muscles. So you might want to start incorporating some squats and split squats and lunges and some planks, for example, into your exercise routine a few times a week. And then lastly, you want to try and improve your balance. Now this could be as simple as standing on the leg, brushing your teeth, or in the gym using a Bosu or a wobble board. And increasing your fitness, increasing your strength and your balance will help to reduce the risk of injury. Now, of course, either snowboarder or skier can sustain any of these injuries, and also head injuries. Now, 25 to 30% of skiing injuries are concussions or head injuries, traumatic brain injuries. And to try to prevent any of these injuries, you want to be looking at getting the right equipment. Obviously, a helmet to prevent head injuries, but also you might be thinking about wearing wrist guards to help protect the wrists, or hip pads or knee pads, for example. And I wouldn't normally recommend people ski in knee braces, but if you've had a previous knee injury, ACL reconstruction, meniscal tear, that might also be a consideration for you. So if you're off skiing over the next few months, you've got a little niggle here or there that you want to get checked out before you go, or if you want some advice on how to get fit, how to get strong for your skiing trip, and how you can reduce your risk of injury, pop down and see one of the team for a ski fit assessment, and we'll be able to assess where we might think that you could sustain an injury, put together an exercise plan for you, and help you reduce your risk of injury, enjoy your holiday, and hopefully prevent you coming back in a plastic cast or an arm sling.